5 of the best outdoor sports in Colorado, summer 2024. Stand by. Welcome to the ultimate summer playground in 2024, Colorado. This is the Upper Colorado River. My last video I did about 5 things to do, family activities in Colorado. This video is about 5 things for outdoor enthusiasts like myself to do in Colorado in the summer of 2024. Colorado has breathtaking mountain views, crystal clear rivers, beautiful lakes, and great weather in a very hot summer like we're having here, breaking all kinds of weather records in 2024 for how hot it can actually get. Okay, so let's get started. Number 1 activity anybody could do in the outdoors in Colorado in the summer is hiking. This is the trailhead of the Argentine Trail. You can see up on the ridge there, but there's trails all over Colorado. Colorado boasts countless trails for every fitness level, from river level trails alongside the river, bike trails alongside most of the rivers, to the peaks of 14ers. There's easy ones and there's hard ones. There's 52 14,000 foot peaks in Colorado. Now, if you're going to do a 14,000 foot peak, that's for a high level of fitness, but there's plenty of smaller peaks and adventurous hikes all over Colorado. When you reach one of these peaks, it could be a life-changing experience getting to the top of a 14er. It was 30 plus years ago when I got to the top of my first 14er, Mount Princeton, down in the Collegiate Range in the Arkansas Valley. That's an easy one, actually, because you could drive up to tree line and then it's a few-hour hike. But I recommend, if you do some of the harder ones that I've done, that you start very early in the morning, get to the peak around noon or before that, before the afternoon monsoons start. And then there'll be lightning on the peaks and you need to get up. So there is a level of safety you need to adhere to if you're going to do some of this hiking in Colorado. It is the Rocky Mountains after all. People lose their lives on these trails occasionally. So you want to be careful, take all the precautions, maybe seek out help from professionals. Next up, rock climbing. Colorado is a rock climber's dream. Whether you're a beginner rock climber or an expert rock climber, you can find any level of rock climbing in Colorado. Along all the rivers, there's bolted spots. I know along the Arkansas, there's some infamous spots like Elephant Rock and Almost a Tunnel that I used to climb in my youth that are bolted. So no problem. You could, what they call top rope, go up to the top, set up a rope and climb up with assistance from a rope the whole way, knowing that you're safe and secure with a belayer at the bottom in case you fall to catch you. So rock climbing, from Boulder to Durango, there's infinite amount of rock climbing. Penitente Canyon in the San Luis Valley is an amazing place to go rock climbing and camp at the same time. That's a Bureau of Land Management camping area. I believe it's about $10 a night to camp there, but it's a little micro canyon with I don't know how many hundreds of climbs in there. So climbing, number 2 in Colorado. Number 3, of course, my favorite, whitewater rafting. We're on the Upper Colorado right here. This is a famous whitewater rafting area for beginners, but above this section is Gore Canyon, which is one of the hardest sections to run in Colorado. I've run it in a kayak, I've run it in a raft, but it still scares me every time I go down it. Any level of rafting or kayaking, you want to learn how to kayak. Supboarding on the river, supboarding on the lakes. You go on a whitewater raft trip. Any river that has whitewater in Colorado, you'll find outfitters there to go on a raft trip. I talked about this in my other video. Just make sure you wear your life jacket. Some of you guys already know that I happen to be a river ranger myself, and all the deaths we have out here on the river are from people not wearing their life jackets. Almost 100% of the time. Occasionally we get a death up in Gore, the class 5 section. 5 is the hardest it gets in whitewater. If it's class 6, it's unrunnable. So the class 5 section upstream occasionally will have a death up there, and they always have their life jacket on because they're seasoned professional whitewater, kayakers, rafters, what have you. Some of the more popular rivers you might want to visit in Colorado: the Arkansas River, the Colorado River right here, the Puda River just outside of Denver, the Animas River in Durango, the Gunnison River in Gunnison and Grand Junction. Those are just some of the rivers that you could kayak or raft on, beginner to expert to as hard as you want to get. Okay, number 4 is mountain biking. I'm mountain biking right now actually on my e-bike. I have an e-mountain bike, which is super fun around here. The mountains are steep, and they're steep going up and steep going down, so it's a hard climb, and then it's treacherous on the way down. But there's also hundreds of mountain bike trails that go along the river, nice mellow grade. Down in the Southwest, there's great what they call slick rock riding, which is where you could ride on basically bare rocks that are easy to ride on, usually sandstone. We have mountain bike trails from beginner to expert, just like whitewater and climbing and everything else, as hard as you want to get. Some of the great places to bike here, like I said, down in the Southwest, the Kokopelli Trail along the Colorado River, about 100 miles south of the Colorado right here. But the mountain biking is endless. You could rent a mountain bike, bring your own mountain bike. It's a inexpensive way to have a great outdoor experience in Colorado. You get to places that most people don't get to see, the wildflowers, the mountains. It's awesome. And number 5, of course, is skiing and snowboarding. What else are we famous for here in Colorado? So there's not as much of it here in the summer of 2024. As soon as summer ends, skiing picks up pretty good. Skiing basically just ended. A-Basin, which has a base area of 10,000 feet above sea level, just closed last month. And probably Loveland or one of the other ski areas will open again in October. And there's St. Mary's Glacier and Emerald Lake, places I've skied here in the summer. So skiing is all year round here, but it's limited in the summer. But of course, a great activity. You go up to the high country if you get here in early summer, go to A-Basin and go skiing on a nice cool summer day up in the high mountains. It's a great thing to do. In 1995, one of the first years I was living out here, we had an epic snow year. On July 4th, we got a foot of fresh powder that me and my sister happened to be visiting. We went up and skied. July 4th, 1995, a foot of fresh powder at A-Basin. So you could ski any time of year here, and you get snowed on any time of year here. So okay guys, those are the 5 outdoor adventures you could do in Colorado summer 2024. Comment below if you've done any of these. Give me a like if you like my videos and what I'm doing here. Go ahead and comment about anything, any of the 5 activities that you've done or you want to do, or if you need advice about it, get on my Buy Me a Coffee. You could help out my channel, and you can talk to me personally on WhatsApp or your preferred app. All right, guys, see you next time. Thanks.